As you know, I'm doing a lot of content about songs for the World Cup and different things surrounding the World Cup and even animes or movies, songs that are being done for the World Cup for players, for clubs, for countries and things like that. And also, I've just come across this video of Cristiano Ronaldo, which is like a send-off video, and this was his last World Cup, and he has been knocked out. And yeah, it's quite sad, but yeah, everything comes to an end. So this is a song that is, let's say, dedicated to him and just a goodbye. It is titled Cristiano Ronaldo Goodbye World Cup 2026 song. So guys, let's jump to reaction. Let's go. I pray I don't cry. Let's.
Bye.
My goats.
Cristiano Ronaldo, World Cup 2026. Your final World Cup, your final match. The end of an era, the dream is over. Portugal will never forget. Goodbye.
The dream is over. But who has that dream? Is it Ronaldo that has that dream, or the people that has that dream for Ronaldo? Because Ronaldo has come out and said it's not as if he actually was dreaming to win the World Cup. That if he wins the World Cup, it's actually nice, but which I feel is a coping mechanism from our goats. Baba, you surely love to win the World Cup, but I know you will have dreamt or thought about it when you were younger, bruh. Please. And that's something I have to even talk, kind of address, is that there's a lot of coping mechanisms and a lot of coping that our goat and some of his fans have been doing. I'm Ronaldo is my goat, but I'm not one of all those fans in which I'm just coping and posting that or saying some things like Euros, the Euro trophy is better than the World Cup. Please, like, we love you regardless. And goat, my goat, please, Ronaldo, we love you regardless. Like, I was not arguing, I was discussing with a Messi fan, and I also asked him this simple question. Assuming Messi never won the World Cup, will you, because of that, switch and say, oh, Ronaldo is the GOAT? No. So that's like before the World Cup, this debate has existed. And some people have already, and most people have already chose their camp even before any World Cup was there. Before Messi won any World Cup, some people were already like, Messi is the GOAT, and some people have already said Ronaldo is the GOAT. So this, like, and I said, the World Cup that Messi had is an addition, but it's not as if he now swayed some people mind and be like, oh, now Messi is the GOAT. No. So let's just, please, Ronaldo fans, let's just stop with the cope and let's say the truth and just move on. It was painful. It is very painful. And going forward, I pray, like I said, I pray I don't cry. This is my goat, but please, let's stop with the cope. Let's stop with the cope. Continue.
Captain, goodbye. Legend. Goodbye.
Okay.
Cristiano. Thank you for every memory. Goodbye. Captain of Portugal, you gave your heart, you gave your soul. One last dance, one last World Cup, one final good.
And that was one thing that, no matter however you feel about Ronaldo, love him or hate him, but you can never say he never gave his all. He gave his all, he gave his heart, he gave his everything. And that's one of the things I enjoyed when he said in one interview that no matter what happens, he knows he has given his all. He knows he has done his absolutely best. And that is the least we ask for from some of our footballers, and he did more than that. So, like, yeah, that one is for sure. Yamal.
Thank you for every memory. Goodbye, Captain of Portugal. You gave your heart, you gave your soul. One last dance, one last World Cup, one final goodbye. Cristiano Ronaldo, the world will never forget you. A boy with an impossible dream from the streets of Madeira.
Okay. There's some raps in there. Okay. I wasn't expecting that. Okay.
Ronaldo, the world will never forget you. A boy with an impossible dream from the streets of Madeira. He conquered England, he conquered Spain, he conquered Italy, he conquered the world. Goals, records, trophies, history.
And that's one thing. That's one of the things you know, that made Ronaldo my goat. Or let me, how should I say it? So that's one of the things that inspired me or inspires me about Ronaldo's career. He did it in Spain, did it in England, did it in Italy. Like it's not as if we don't know if he would do it in this place, or even he's such a good player that we think he's going to do it in this place. We think there's no thinking here. He actually did it in England, did it in Spain, did it in Italy. Now also in Saudi, but Saudi is but you're talking about these three guys, like he actually went there and also conquering. What am I saying? It's also conquering Saudi. Like everywhere he goes to, he makes an impact. His country won three trophies with him, and I don't even want to say how many. Like, bro, you know the history is crazy. So yeah,
You became the greatest, you carry Portugal. Year after year, dream after dream. Every time they doubted you, you answered on the pitch. Goodbye.
now that's one thing. That's one thing you should never do of Ronaldo. Don't ever doubt him. Like, if there's one thing you don't do, you don't doubt him, bro. Or you don't make mouth before a match. You know you're dead in that next match. That's his motivation and that's his fuel. Yeah, man.
Goodbye,
Cristiano.
Cristiano.
Hey.
Thank you for every memory. Captain of Portugal, you gave your heart, you gave your soul. One last dance, one last World Cup, one final goodbye. Cristiano Ronaldo, the world will never forget you.
Yeah.
The World Cup was the last mountain, the last dream, the final mission. Portugal believed, millions believed, but football can be cruel. Spain ended the journey in the round of 16. The dream faded.
Ah, gosh. Please don't. Man. Tears, you see my eyes, man. Nah, bro, Spain. Spain ended the dream, bro. Millions believed. I believed. I believed.
But never your legacy, because greatness isn't measured by one trophy.
Yeah, exactly. And that is one thing that people conscrew from what he said in that particular interview. Like what he was trying to say in that particular interview, I know that you can interpret it in a different way, but what Ronaldo was trying to say in that interview was that his legacy, him being the greatest of all time or him not being the greatest of all time, can't be decided by one trophy. And that is the same argument, the same discussion I said I had with that Messi fan, that if Messi didn't win the World Cup, he will still be considered by you as the greatest of all time. So it's like it is a jara, it is a bonus. Do you understand? It's like Messi has what's the name? 8 Ballon d'Ors, Ronaldo has 5. Like when you get to, let's say, when both of them go to five Ballon d'Ors, like at that stage, nobody was no, like if you add one more and add one more, add one when you get to this particular stage, you just know, oh, these guys are the greatest. It's not like the added trophy or added whatever. It's like saying, okay, now that he has won in Saudi, they have clowned him before he won the league at Saudi. Can we now say, okay, before, because he now won the league at Saudi, now he's the goat, or or let's say he never wins the league at Saudi, that means he's not the goat because of what? Because he could not win what's his name, the World Cup. Which I'm not tarnishing the image of the World Cup, like some people are doing that, the World Cup is rigged or whatever. Like I said, coping mechanism. Or yeah, the World Cup is the biggest stage and it will be incredible to win it. But at the same time, that doesn't tarnish his image. That would be a great addition. That would be a very, very good addition to his resume and to his legacy, but that doesn't still tarnish it. And me personally, I feel like there are two different things. I know a lot of Ronaldo fans will hate me. I feel like there is best in class and greatest in class, or greatest of all time. And I feel like Ronaldo is the greatest of all time. Messi is the best footballer, while Ronaldo is the greatest. I think there are two different things. Now we can have that discussion in the chat, and I'll really love us to have that. I feel like the best is not necessarily the greatest. And I feel that's where people like make a mistake. Like there's a difference between being the best and being the greatest. For example, let me just give you a short example of what I'm trying to say. What I'm not trying to say is that, for example, when it comes to boxing, I believe personally that Mike Tyson is the best boxer ever that I've ever seen. Like when I'm talking about being in the ring and punching. So when I'm talking about being on the field and playing football, I feel like Messi is the greatest. Messi is the best we have seen. Like best footballer. But the greatest boxer of all time, if you ask anybody, is Muhammad Ali. And that's because of this greatness and what he has done in the ring, and more so how he has affected people outside the ring. And that is where I feel like Ronaldo has hedged, and him being the greatest of all time, because what he has done on the pitch and how he has influenced off the pitch. And a lot of children, a lot of generation that he has influenced. That's why I feel like he's the greatest of all time. Now you can have that discussion in the chat. Feel free to do that. But yeah, let's continue.
It's measured by the lives you
Exactly.
change. Goodbye,
The influence you have had.
Cristiano. Thank you for every memory. Goodbye, Captain of Portugal. You gave your heart, you gave your soul. One last dance, one last World Cup, one final goodbye. Cristiano Ronaldo, the world will never forget you.
Yes, never. I don't think there's anything else to say. I've said all my mind. Guys, like this video, share with your friends. If you are new here, please subscribe. I'd like to know your thoughts in the comment. Let's talk. I know there will be some there will be some fighting in the comment. Let's fight in the comment section. Let's go. Let's